Do you want to start, mate?
No, you should start. It's your idea. You should start.
Okay, fair enough. Welcome to episode 5 of the RMASP. Speaking of the RMASP, actually, I'll just go straight in there with a new little anecdote at work today.
Gone in early on this?
Yeah,
not even giving the viewers an introduction.
No chance whatsoever, because normally we talk about the popularity of the podcast, don't we? And I thought,
that normally comes up.
So I thought I'd just start off straight away with that. At work today, and a friend asked me, "Oh, do you listen to podcasts?" And I said, "Well, not necessarily listen to, create." And they said, "Okay, what's it about then?" I said, "Well, talk about football, talk about a few satirical things, try and make it a bit current and up to date." He said, "Has it got a catchy name?" I was like, "Well,
oh yes, it has got a catchy name.
Hasn't it just?
Told him, yeah.
The RMASP." So there you go. That's the link straight to RMASP.
Another listener then, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't lock him in just yet. Just I think we might give him.
It feels like an audition now.
Maybe, yeah. So we'll see. This could be. I don't know whether to show him episode 1. Or
I think you should start from the start.
Give them the best episode, because the
first one could have been the best one.
Very true. It's very.
I mean, they're all as bad as one another. To be fair,
it's your opinion. Yeah. Your opinion there, but anyway, welcome again to episode 5. Good to see you again, Lee.
Yes, you too, mate. It's been a little while.
It has, hasn't it? Yeah.
Been 3 weeks since we've done one of these.
Yeah. So various bits and bobs got on the way, but here we are again. Yeah. Backed by just
unpopular demand.
By no demand whatsoever.
No.
What's the
Do you
best?
want to start in the classic way then?
Yeah, I think so.
Open.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Keaton Jennings.
I'd like. Oh, excellent. Topical.
Yeah.
I would like to know, what is the best thing that's happened to you?
The best thing that's happened to me over these last couple of weeks is I've found a website called Podbean.
Oh right, yeah.
And you can upload your podcast on there for free.
Oh, wonderful. Is it?
It is for free.
Oh, lovely.
So you only get limited space. So I think the first 4 episodes are on there now.
Yeah.
So if you Google RMASP Podbean, you should be able to find it.
Okay, very good.
So I think we'll set a Twitter up and things in a bit.
What's the Twitter going to be called?
Just at RMASP.
Oh, okay.
I don't think anyone's going to have had that. No one's come up with something that catchy before.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. Yeah.
So I've uploaded them all, given each one a little description, made myself laugh doing that if no one else.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I did read some. I like them actually. Yeah. The thing that amazed me was they made them sound genuinely interesting.
Yeah, like, when people listen to it, it's going to be a big disappointment.
Yes, but when I came across it, I thought, wow, if I didn't know what this was, I would actually give it a proper listen.
That's good then. So, you're really the target audience. I'm glad that. So maybe we'll get some listeners.
You never know.
If it's sustainable on that free platform, I think maybe we'll go with the Twitter.
Okay.
I don't want to set Twitter up and then the trial runs out on Podbean.
Yeah, then you're having to pay for it, because then it's not free.
Then it's not free, exactly. So that's been the best thing. Last week we also brought in what was the worst thing.
We did, yeah.
So the worst thing for me over the last week or so is, you might be able to tell by my voice, I've been ill.
Yes.
So I've been ill for about 10 days now. So it's sort of sore throat and a cold.
I did notice when we moved a sofa.
Yes, we did, didn't we?
You were a bit raspy.
Yeah, not good. RMASP.
Excellent. I'll catch on.
Yeah.
I'll catch on.
So, I normally shake a cold off in about 3, maybe 4 days, but I can't get a shot of this. On 10 days it's been.
Really?
And I've been off work. So I've been nice. I've been having lie-ins, a lot of sleep. I still can't get a shot of it. So that's been disappointing. So I'm going to play tonight.
Excellent.
Football, 9 o'clock in the cold and rain. And I mean, that should help me, shouldn't it?
Let's hope you can shake off a marker better than you can shake off this cold.
Yes. If you're marking me, shouldn't be a problem.
Absolutely.
So if I'm ill again next time we do one of these, probably a catalyst has been being out in the cold.
Well, you'll have a 3-week gap to the next one.
True,
Anyway, so.
What about yourself? Best and worst thing?
Best and worst thing. So I'll go and start with the worst thing, actually. The worst thing is actually the fact that I don't currently have a car.
What do you mean you haven't got a car? I thought you'd had a year of trouble-free motoring. You've been keen to tell us about the Cherokee.
The previous year was trouble-free, but then obviously that year naturally came to an end and a fresh year started. So last year was a year of trouble-free motoring.
Okay, so your year, it's not a calendar year, it's an MOT year.
An MOT year, yeah. So this MOT year...
so the Jeep must have sailed through, I should think. Has it?
Sailed through is optimistic.
Okay.
It's a few little niggles. Nothing major. No. I mean, I've got the MOT certificate. Probably just to fire out a few things.
Well, by the sounds of it, shouldn't take too long. So
no, I think we've got about 40 minutes, haven't we?
Yeah.
For the podcast, so we should just about.
So do you want to tell us why this is the worst thing's happened to you? Because the Jeep's, by the sounds of it, not passed its MOT.
So the Jeep has been refused an MOT test certificate. It did.
It's a big shock.
It did, yes. I don't know whether to go with. No, I'll say the best thing actually, because it's So It says
Why
here.
has it failed then?
Well, it says fail. Just underneath the mileage, 135,199.
I'm surprised it's failing after that few miles.
Absolutely, yeah. For a car of 1993 origin, it's not
25 years old.
So these are. It says repair immediately, major defects.
Okay, good.
Dip switch does not operate immediately when selected on main beam. That just for any anoraks listening, that's a 4.13B fail.
Okay.
For anyone who was interested, maybe this could be a good quiz. Actually, I read out the categories and you figure out what it is.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So this is a 4.51A II.
Is the when the rear fog lamps on?
Well done, you've revised excellent stuff. For the pleasure of the listener, I'll just read them out rather than that's just something that we enjoy.
I might bring that as a round in at the Christmas quiz then.
That is a very good shot. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? That revision of the MOT failure. Most of the failures is what we're looking at here. So next one, rear fog lamp telltale not working. Don't even know what telltale is, but it's obviously a major defect. Next one, headlamp not working on dipped beam near side.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of them so far have just been the light, which is fairly.
Yeah,
you knew they weren't working.
The wiring loom's not exactly top notch, is it? So I think the fact when we first had it and we de-wired the aftermarket alarm and the car wouldn't start, that was a bit of a sign, if you will. So next one, now I don't understand why they didn't just put these together. It just said headlamp not working on dip beam offside.
Okay. Well, I mean, when you fix one of them, you're going to fix them both, aren't you?
Well,
so that's fine.
I don't see why they didn't just put headlamps not working.
You don't. Have they got a different code?
No, exactly the same code actually. So could have saved on ink there. Now this is the real stuff.
Heavy stuff.
Yeah, this is where we get interested. So suspension component mounting, prescribed area excessively corroded, significantly reducing structural strength, offside rear, outer sill corroded / hold.
Yeah, there is a hole in it. I've seen it at the bottom of it.
It is. It's very hold. That's a 536 AI.
Okay, yeah, that sounds bad.
So I think we're in category 5 now. That sounds like DEFCON 5, I think.
Yeah. Is that the worst, or is DEFCON 1 the worst? Must be 5. 5's highest, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Next one, suspension component mounting, prescribed area excessively corroded, significant reducing structural strength near side, interface sill floor corroded, hold.
Okay.
So again, I think that's the exact same problem, massive hole, just opposite side of the car. So,
so at least it's parallel.
Yeah, I think it's shot on both sides of the car underneath. I was told it was spotless underneath by my father when he bought this. So and then these are just some advisories. So it's not really worth worrying about, but the seatbelt telltale. There you are. Seatbelt telltale light stays on. So therefore the rear fog lamp.
That, didn't you?
Rear fog lamp telltale must be.
That's not a worry, is it?
Right. So that must be the rear fog lamps don't work.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's not very foggy very often, is it?
No, I don't go out that much in that time anyway. So offside rear interface sill floor corroded, goes up by the inner arch. That's almost meeting up with the suspension component mounting excessively corroded area. A few tyres cracking in the tread, wearing low. Obviously, we've got a friend that is fine with tyres, so I'm not worried about them.
No, he'll look after your tyres. We don't worry about that.
And then this is a good one.
Go on.
So, do you remember Keith and I, so Keith and my dad, we spent about 2 weeks replacing the brake system completely?
Yeah, because it kept setting fire to itself.
Yeah, so I had to come back one time with smoking brakes.
Yeah.
So we basically replaced the whole brake system, flexi hoses and everything.
Yeah.
It says front brake flexi hoses stretched when vehicle jacked up or steering turned lock to lock.
Okay, so it was done with a good quality of workmanship, then you've done it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So, again, just an advisory.
I do remember as well, a couple of podcasts ago when we first mentioned the Cherokee, you said it made a horrendous whirring noise at full lock all the way, so maybe that is that.
Yeah, that could be like rubbing on the whatever.
On the hose or whatever, So that was the worst and what about the best thing?
Passed the emissions test.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so just says there passed. Nothing else, just says passed.
Yeah.
So that's the best.
That was unexpected then.
Well, absolutely, yeah.
Because it does bellow smoke at times.
Oh, it has, yeah. It's been disgustingly vocal from the smoke department. Yeah. So that's it. Best and worst things happened to me this week.
Yeah, good. And that's a Cherokee update ticked off also. Rattling through.
Seamless work. Yeah. We're almost getting good at this now, aren't we?
Almost. Okay, well, seeing as the Jeep update is a bit of a mainstay feature, another mainstay feature, been with us since the start.
Yes.
The World Cup 11. Sorry, the World Cup 23, we're doing the full squad.
Yes, we are. How many? We've got a few goalkeepers in there, haven't we?
Well, overall, we've got 8 players.
8 players.
So I've gone with Dennis Bergkamp, David Ginola, Gianluigi Buffon, and this is eponymous Rafa Marquez.
Oh, of course, he should have been the first.
That means the podcast is named after him.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, it's almost like I'm an English teacher.
Almost. And then you've had Steven Nzonzi.
Of course, yeah. World Cup winner.
Manuel Neuer.
World Cup winner.
Didier Drogba.
Not World Cup winner.
Champions League winner.
Very good, yeah.
And Dimitar Berbatov.
I thought DB was for Dave Brown there. But,
no, Dimitar Berbatov.
Maybe next week he'll get
Maybe
it.
next week. I think Berbatov has won the Champions League also at Man United.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
So
we'll go with it.
So
Let's be
far.
bold.
I know we've already got Ginola, but I've gone for another left winger.
Oh, yeah?
But this guy, he could really play anywhere on the left.
Right.
Chris Brunt.
Oh, excellent.
Of West Bromwich Albion.
Isn't he your favourite fantasy football player
yes,
of all time?
I think he is, yeah.
Tell me why.
He's got a great left foot on him.
Would you say he's underrated?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, he's got one of the best deliveries in world football.
Yeah.
I would say.
Have you got any stats to back this up, or is just a feeling?
He got the most in the fantasy league. They had him a few years back. They had him as a defender.
Yeah,
because he played a bit at the back for West Brom.
Yes, yeah.
Now, not a team well known for keeping clean sheets particularly. Now, over I think it was
until
a 2
Tony Pulis arrived, obviously.
Well, yeah, over a 2 or 3 year period, he was a top scoring defender in the fantasy league.
Impressive, that, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't know if that's points or just goals.
Ah, yes, I like.
But anyway,
was that when they were counting like assists and everything, or was it?
I don't know if it's just how he scored the most points or he scored the most goals.
Right, yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of research I've got into on this.
It feels good enough to me. That's
so Chris
that's
Brunt,
bulletproof
great left
research.
foot.
Yeah.
Once in the fantasy league, I captained him once.
Yep.
And he was playing Wolves at home. Now, Wolves weren't having a good time at the time. I thought West Brom would beat them. They beat him 3-1. He got a goal and assist and 3 bonus points. So captain was up to 22 points.
Excellent.
I don't think anyone else around the league even had him. Never mind captained him.
So did you move from like 7th to 6th?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. So
a
bit of a stalwart as well. He's been around for quite a while, hasn't he?
He's still playing now.
Yeah,
I'm back in the Championship.
He's still
it was a shame for him he missed Euro 2016 when Northern Ireland were there because he was injured. But yeah, great left foot, good fantasy league player.
Seems quite grounded as well. Like he doesn't seem caught up in the hype of the modern footballer.
I've never seen anything about him, but maybe not.
Maybe we could bring a feature, see what he's up to on this day, like we do with Steve Mandander.
Well, I'd love to see what car he's got or something.
True, yeah.
I don't think what rhymes with Brunt apart from automotive.
Yeah, has Chris Brunt had a shunt?
Yeah,
maybe see if he's like.
Yeah.
And,
I'll try and think of something.
Yeah, write down a fine car that rhymes with.
Yeah,
Brunt.
I'll do that while you tell me who your 5th and the 10th player in our Fantasy World Cup 23
So I'm going to pick a player who actually I quite had a little soft spot for growing up. And then as I got older, kind of forgot about him a bit, but he came back into the fore. Saw something on Twitter about him yesterday. Jose Luis Chilavert.
Yes,
Paraguayan goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's a club hero.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a...
Fiat Punto.
Yes.
Could have one of those.
Fiat Punto, excellent.
Yeah, done.
Very good, that.
That was quick. I was pleased with that, yeah.
That's good, actually. Yeah. What's Chris Brunt doing in his Fiat Punto?
Yeah.
Fiat Punto.
Yeah.
We'll work it.
We'll put the bones on that, yeah.
Speaking of I'll come back to Jose Luis in a minute, but we probably need to start thinking about our pun for the week, don't we?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
What do you fancy this week?
Well, I'm trying to lose a bit of weight at the moment, so I'm trying to eat a bit better. So I'm eating a lot of fruit and veg.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, nice and straightforward to kick things off.
Sean Berry,
excellent.
Yeah.
Per Mertesacker.
That's a good one, yeah.
Stuff.
I like the direct rhyme.
Yeah, that'll keep us going for a bit. So, Jose Luis Chilavert.
Yeah.
I used to always buy him on, I think it was a game. It was like before the days of Championship Manager. I think it was called Ultimate Soccer Manager.
Yeah, I've heard people talk about that. I never had it, but I've heard people talk. I had Premier Manager on the PlayStation.
Yes.
But I think that's a similar thing.
I was a PC man growing up.
Yeah.
So,
so maybe
I think always used to get him on that.
Yeah.
I used to play with Vela Saarfeld, I think.
Yes, good shout. Good knowledge again. Informative this podcast can be at times.
Amazingly
last
so.
Week, Bolshevik Revolution. This week, Vela Stars.
Benicophobi's accurate scoring record as well. It's just knowledge everywhere. No, it's very, very impressive. Just for the fact that he was firstly left-footed. I quite like just a left-footed player.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons I've got sort of Ginola and Brunt.
Yeah. And goalkeeper that took free kicks.
Yeah, not too many of them around. He scored some crackers as well.
He did score. One of his most memorable goals was an out-pitch goal. But it was like, do you remember Asmir Begovic scoring that goal against Southampton? I think it was.
No, you're right, Southampton.
It's something like that. Chilavert came out, absolutely leathered it one and just bounced over the keeper, and that was nice little goal to see. But I say I forgot about him because he was a bit of a cult video game hero for me.
Yes.
And then I grew up and kind of forgot to search him up on YouTube when YouTube became a thing. Now, it's just hours of footage of him.
Yeah, there's all sorts on YouTube. I spend ages on it.
So, but it's good. I like the fact that there was a bit of danger about him as well, because like for Paraguay, like big games, team like Paraguay, they're not amazing, but they're not rubbish, are they?
They made a few World Cups, haven't they?
Yeah, like Roque Santa Cruz. Some
one for the Christmas 11.
Absolutely, yeah. We've got some good players, Paraguay, and have had some good players. So World Cups are big things for them. And then they get a free kick and they just think, send the keeper up, why not? It's a bit of risk, I like it. I like the fact that it could end up in, pants around the ankles, him running back, scrambling to get the ball after.
Top corner.
Well, it's worth the risk, isn't it? So he's in there, third keeper.
Good. That's good. I'll make a note of them. So JLC is in.
I assume every week we'll just forget who they are, write them down again instead of keeping actual.
Yeah, I mean, I'll throw this away when we're done, and then we'll just try and remember again next week. That should be fine.
Those people that can't see what we're doing, Lee has a little crib sheet every now and then with the podcast.
I didn't spoil the myth of it.
Oh, sorry, it's all from the memory.
Yeah.
There are no stats or facts on there, though. This is just...
just nonsense.
Yeah, just... so we do keep that. That's all up in the brain, as it were.
That's good then. So we can take the World Cup 20.
Is that 10 now?
That's 10 players, nearly halfway.
Wow, 13 to go.
Yeah.
And my concern is we get to the end and that's the podcast series over, isn't it? Yeah. That was the original thing, wasn't it? 2 players per week. And then,
we're going to run out of space on that website by the time we get to 10. So
boring, yeah. Maybe we'll have to get a subscription.
Cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, we'll worry about that, yeah. I don't think we need to plan big in the future, do we? So.
No, definitely not.
So, World Cup 11.
Dirk Sprout.
That's
for the Fruit and Veg 11. No, I don't want him in the World
Cup.
No,
of course, yeah.
No.
I feel like we almost got onto this before, so we'll bring it up again. I mentioned Steve before, our friend Steve. Mandanda, yeah. Should we find out what he's doing in his Fiat Panda?
Can do. You'll have to pick me a date out and I'll search Twitter and leave you with some dead air again.
Absolutely. So, I think we're going to go for February 20th, 2014. So that's a World Cup year in February.
Okay, I found him.
Starting to think up what he might do.
Yeah, what do you think he'll be up to? January. He's probably playing in France then still.
Yeah, if he's, I'm not too up on his transfer.
No, what year was it?
Knowledge for 2014, please. I'm not quite sure where he's been at certain years, so it might be that he's just transferred in the January transfer window, maybe.
Maybe he could have been looking for a move.
Yeah, very true, actually.
I hope he was on Twitter back then.
Oh, that's true.
I know he wasn't.
Oh, wasn't he?
First tweet I can find from him.
Go on.
Is 14th of May 2014.
Okay. Could we go? Let's go 2015. Same date then, February 2015.
Right,
February 20th.
I'll just scroll back again then, shall I?
Yeah. I can fill this time out, don't worry. I can talk about how Benicophobe's just, you can't stop knocking him in at the minute. He looked...
right, he's got quite a big gap now. He goes from December 14 to April 15.
Right, we'll go for December's closest, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was he doing then? Something Christmas, I imagine.
No, he's doing a good deed. Well, maybe probably related to Christmas.
What language is it in?
French.
Do you want to translate?
No. He is at a hospital handing out free goodies and presents to ill kids.
Are they free goodies?
It looked that way, yeah.
How did he has he just come across
them? Yes, they're free.
But I guess...
So he's doing a good deed.
That's what he's doing then.
Yeah.
So that's what,
he's got a poster he's given him. And Uno, I think. You like Uno, don't you?
Love a bit of Uno, yeah. I always take that away.
You play on the plane, don't you?
Yeah, well, I've taken it away for the past 5 trips and my better half just refused to play with me. So, I haven't played it for a while, actually.
No.
A bit disappointing, but...
You can play on your own?
It's quite hard to beat me now.
It gets competitive.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I end up falling out myself. Sounds like me playing football.
Yeah, so he's doing a good deed there, handing out some presents and goodies to some ill kids. So
excellent stuff.
Good on him.
So that was where Steve, he must have been in France then.
That was all. Yeah, he's a French affair.
So
that's what he was doing. I don't know if he drove there.
He must have in his Fiat Panda.
Yeah, it's not very big though, is it? So he's got a lot of the gifts in, and he might struggle to fit them all in.
That's true. He must have had good geography knowledge to get there, though.
Could have, yeah.
So
that was a bad link.
Well,
that's a terrible link to a new feature I've come up with.
What's the new feature, Lee?
It's the Lee Towers geography lesson.
Excellent.
So I've picked out sort of some. I'm quite into football trivia.
Yeah.
I think I've said a little bit across the other podcasts.
I think so, yeah.
But I'm going to try and pull one out each week now that's sort of geography based.
Okay. Is it going to make me go like, oh wow, or I'm just going to go, that was terrible, let's not do it again?
No, I think you'll find a couple of interesting.
Yeah.
So London as a city, they have in 2010-2011 Champions League, they had 3 teams representing London. Chelsea, Arsenal and Tottenham were all in the Champions League that season. Yeah. So there's one other city who have had 3 clubs all get through to the Champions League group stages.
In that year?
No, this was 2003-4.
Oh, 2003-4?
Yeah. There's another city in Europe who had 3 clubs from that city all get through to the group stage.
Have I got to figure this out now?
Yeah, just have a little bit of a think and then.
Okay then. How many guesses do I have?
Until I get bored and tell you the answer.
Right, so do you want to tell me the answer straight away now then?
No, I want you to have a couple of guesses.
Right, I think one could be Madrid.
Nope. There's only Real and Atletico.
As soon as I said that, I realised.
Granada is maybe, but I don't think they're
what's the TV show got to do with it?
It's ITV Regions.
Regions, sorry. Terrible. We'll edit that out.
Yeah, or leave it in.
Right, Madrid, no, not Madrid. This is a very good question.
So I'd say this feature could well come back again. Yeah.
I imagine for the listeners, it's terrible to listen to me just.
No, they might be trying to get the answer themselves. Then.
Just listen to me bumble through a few minutes of dead air. Is it
going to be like the rest of the podcast
then? Kiev.
No.
Dynamo Kiev. Because I was getting impressions quite a few teams like that. There.
Maybe.
If you gave me a country, would that give it away?
Yes.
Right.
It's a capital city.
Interesting. I'm not going to say Paris. I think it's the Paris Saint-Germain.
I think so. Need to go east of there.
Oh.
And south.
East and south, right.
Southeast even.
In Italy.
Keep going.
It's further south than Italy. The sea.
Keep going east.
Africa.
Keep going east.
East Croatia.
Go down a bit.
This is hard without a map. Bosnia.
Keep going down. Not a Balkan country.
Right, okay.
Yeah. How many teams do you think Sarajevo have got? Oh, that's west. Right, the answer's Athens.
Athens.
Olympiacos, Panathinaikos and AEK Athens.
Okay.
All in 2003-2004 made the group stage of the Champions League.
Didn't get any further then?
I don't know. I know they all got to the group stage. Then London did it with Arsenal, Chelsea and Spurs.
Good question that, because a lot of those the Greek clubs. I mean, that type of question. You're thinking
Andy Carrick.
It's not. Oh, very good. The big clubs, it's not going to be them, is it? It's going to be someone quite small.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a team who don't have the city in their name. So I think when I first did it, a couple of people said Lisbon, because I think Benfica's in Lisbon.
Yeah.
And obviously Sporting Lisbon. And I may have thought Porto was, but Porto is actually a city.
Yes, on the coast. Got some friends that have been there. Very nice, apparently. Good port, obviously.
Yeah. So anyway, it's...
I like that feature. Athens, nice. I like that. That's why with Kiev, I was thinking something a bit.
Yeah, so less
teams,
or
because there could be
like a couple of Sophias or Moscow's.
Yes, something like that.
Because the Spartak, Torpedo, Moscow, and CSKA. They're kind of all made at the same time.
CSKA have got a little soft spot in my heart. CSKA Sofia, yeah. Mama Sidibe played there.
Oh, really?
For a couple of years after. Well, I say a couple of years. I think he tried about 3 games and just retired. Yeah, he just gave it off. So.
Okay, that's the Lee Towers geography lesson. I've also got another idea which I can't do this week.
Oh yeah.
But I think quizzing you, because your football knowledge is pretty good.
Okay, well,
better than average, I would say.
Thank you very much. Say that.
I'm going to come up with a little quiz for you each week, and we're going to call it University Challenge.
Excellent.
After Darren Purse, the old Birmingham defender.
Very good. University Challenge.
Yeah.
I like that.
So stay tuned for that.
We might actually get some listeners back on this. You never know.
Yeah.
Might work.
I mean, it's unlikely, but...
Right then. University Challenge.
Yeah, so I'll get working on that for next.
Does that need a bit of prep, doesn't it?
Questions for
that actually needs some preparation. So you can't just roll off the tongue. Like the geography thing was very good. Obviously, it's just good knowledge of that. Good knowledge, isn't it?
But we could maybe do one of them at the start and end of the podcast or something.
Yeah, we can work that in.
Just split it up.
We can work that in.
Fine.
Excellent stuff.
So I've sort of done my sort of main feature there. Your main feature, the Jonathan Muttram Media Watch.
Yes, absolutely.
What come up with this week?
We have got quite a few things actually this week.
Go on.
Let me just access my...
Go on, I'll try and give another Fruit and Veg XI while you're doing that.
We used berry, didn't we?
Sure, very absolute staple. Yeah.
All right then. Goal.com, you familiar with the website?
I can't say I visited much, but I am familiar with it.
I think
yes.
it comes up on Twitter quite a bit. It's one of those that kind of a bit of like a blog type website that became a bit bigger. But anyway, quite well respected, I believe.
Yeah. Are you going to make it now? Are you going to undermine all its good work
we'll see,
by
because
putting out a poor headline they've come up with?
We've often done this before, then realised afterwards it might actually be very good journalism, and we could be the ones that are fools, effectively.
Hoist their own petard.
Oh, lovely phrase that.
Yeah,
lovely
it's a good
phrase.
one. I do say that whenever I can.
It's
and today, in a meeting...
Did you use it?
I know, I used the phrase, it's like the blind man and the elephant.
Very good.
Yeah.
Right
Any
then.
listeners, just look that up, because it will explain it better than I can. But it's a good phrase, and it was used in quite a good analogy.
Excellent stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe the listener, so the person you spoke to might be listening.
No, they're not.
No? Oh, okay. Not their genre. So, it's in relation to the Spanish football team.
Cool.
Enrique has brought calm.
Marcus Bean.
Can I have that? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. A red kidney
Green Bean or something
Green
like
Bean,
that.
Sean Bean. Yeah. He's an
Well,
actor,
he
isn't
didn't play football, did he?
No,
but
but
Marcus Bean played for QPR.
I did go to Sean Bean's chippy when I was at Sheffield University there.
Very
that was
good.
Yeah, he's a big Sheffield United fan.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he had a chippy though.
Yeah, up in Broom Hill. One of the two, so very, very similar. About the Spanish football team. Enrique has brought calm to Spain.
Enrique who? Iglesias?
Well, that's what I was thinking. It could be him. And secondly, as well, it's very good of him to kind of,
I mean, I thought it was a football website.
It should have been. Well, I hope so, but then I don't know why they're talking about the political Catalonia tensions there, and he's like...
No, I'm not sure what the Basque Country's got to do with... tensions in the Basque Country have got to do with, I'm sure, on goal.com.
I'd be more concerned about the fact that they struggled to beat England, didn't they?
I mean, that's pretty poor, isn't it? And they're going to lose David Silva.
Very true.
He's going to retire, isn't he?
Oh, they're doing one of these fancy send-off friendly things.
And I heard that he was going to do kick-off in a full suit.
And then just walk off.
I don't know what's going to happen after that. Because surely that means they've started the game with 12 men, or he's going to play in a suit.
Is he going to get subbed off?
You can't sub him off after like 2 seconds, surely.
It's like a John Terry moment, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got no time for it. Just move on. I don't care what. Like this Rooney thing's annoying me.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, just he's done his bit. He's the record goal scorer and the record cap, so he's quite rightly get all those accolades. He doesn't need another game. If he wants to do something for charity, which is commendable, fine. Set the game.
You could just
up,
do another
but
game.
Don't have England. Don't be giving out England caps.
Yeah.
It just undermines all the other England caps. So one England cap is worth the same in the 1966 World Cup final as this charity do for Rooney. If you want to do like a testimonial, fine, but you can't be giving proper caps out.
Interesting. No, I agree. That's a bit. It's the modern game, though, isn't it?
No, it's just a nonsense.
Speaking of something that I can get on board with,
go on.
Sergio Ramos just scoring Panenka penalties.
Oh yes,
I think he's done.
That's just his thing now, isn't it?
Definitely 2 this year, maybe 3. I've got a feeling it might be 3, but.
I mean, first of all, of all the talent in that Real Madrid team, who's stepping up to take the penalties?
Absolutely.
Sergio Ramos from the back.
Yeah. And in fact, he's definitely done one. So he'd scored one last night.
I did see last night. So.
And the best thing
they were only like 2-1 up.
2-1 up with like 9 minutes
away
to
from
go.
home as well.
Incredible.
They've been on a bad run.
Yeah, absolutely. He steps up. Commentators going, will he do it again? He can't do it again. He just does it again. Keeper falls for it as well.
Yeah.
It's great stuff. That. Speaking of central defenders making me smile, watched Liverpool Fulham at the weekend.
Yeah.
Bit kind of, it was very meh game.
Yeah.
Liverpool 2-0 up, get a free kick, and again the talent in their team. You're thinking, Christ, hang on a minute, who've we got here that could take it?
Salah.
Firmino might have a knock on it as well, for example.
Fabinho,
Virgil van Dijk.
Did he?
I'm having this, lads.
Oh, is he the captain?
Yeah, straight into the wall.
Oh yes,
it's excellent stuff. But big.
I hope it takes the next one anyway.
I would have thought so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was just a little side track. Sorry.
Yeah.
Next one, and this actually can link in with one of our other features that I don't think we've actually done since the first episode, maybe, where we talked about some apparent corruption in African football. This is also a link to...
I'll need convincing on this, but go
Well,
on.
yeah, this is also going to tie in with our feature of what's going on in Africa.
Oh, we're going to pair them up?
Yeah, I think
a bit
so.
like you with your worst thing in Cherokee.
Yeah, so we'll just fluidly link them together.
Yeah.
So, what is going on in Africa? And also a headline that just makes us think, what is going on there? It says, Kamara praises elephant's state of mind.
Has Chris Kamara been on safari or something?
The headline suggests it could be any of the Kamaras. Could be Henry Kamara, Titi Kamara. Diamansi, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Who was the one at Henry Kamara?
Henry Kamara, yeah. He had a loan period from Wigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not fruitful at all.
No, he did well for Wigan.
For Wigan, yes.
Yeah. Some of his goals were a picture.
Yeah, very
Camera
good.
pictures,
Very good that. Yeah, excellent stuff.
Yeah. You didn't laugh, but okay.
But yeah, I don't get the. What concerns me is surely the Ivory Coast should be focusing on qualifying for the AFCON, not worrying about how the elephants are kind of.
It's nice that they're looking after wildlife, but I think I'm not sure why Chris Kamara's. I mean, if I'm going to ask Chris Kamara about anything, it probably would be football. Ex-Stoke manager, by the way.
Yes, absolutely.
For a short time. I'd ask him about,
horrendous period.
Yeah, better off going on safari.
Well.
But I wouldn't be asking him about African elephants. Not sure what he's on about there.
So, that was my update on the...
That's what you found in the media,
headline media, yeah.
Very good.
And I think I'd like to start...
Would you like to get anything off your chest?
Yeah, I'd like to bring something to a close, I think.
Go on.
Just before It's Not Free, which we always love to finish on.
Yeah, this feature debuted 2 weeks ago, 2 times ago, the Jonathan Mottram confession box.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, we might be overheard here.
Absolutely, yeah, so this could add even more spice to the mix.
So, go on.
So, back in the day, could be about a year, maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We play football on Monday night, don't we? And
excuse me, it's just cough's killing me.
Genuine cough though. It's not a fake excuse to not have to do the podcast. But anyway,
banking that one in.
Every Monday we play football, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yep.
And
we're short if any listeners want to come down.
Absolutely, desperate. Yeah, desperate for anyone that can play.
Struggling for numbers
if you
recently.
can pass
I can't think why.
If you can pass more than 3 yards, then you're in.
You're probably a bit too good for it.
So, my better half decided that we're going to be on a healthy regime.
When was this, sorry?
A couple of years ago. Okay. So we decided, right, we're going to be healthy. Well, let's do it. Yeah, okay, fine. So we go and play football, and that was me being healthy. Yeah. And every now and then just smash McDonald's straight after. Yeah. And then come back and have to hide the smell of
destroy the evidence.
Yeah, like
Big Mac sauce.
Mac. Yeah, absolutely. Like just milkshake stuck in the moustache and all that. So, just a short one this week. Just a short confession.
So have you been stung by that, caught out?
I don't think I have. Other than I think once maybe the person that I went with, the captain of our team, I think once put
the what?
So the ex-captain, just completely sold me short one time. I think.
You stitch it.
Yeah, there wasn't like a McFlurry pot rolling around in the car.
No, that's what I was hoping
it wasn't like nothing like that. Yeah, so that was just a light one this week. Nothing to food related.
I can tell that you might be worried about being overheard with that one. That was very innocent compared to. From last time. Yeah,
the KFC incident.
Yeah, what was the one before that? Oh, the I haven't got a hangover.
Yeah, that's the one.
The craft beer festival.
Oh yeah, it went well. Yeah, that was. I think that was probably the best. I think they're going to get worse.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that feature goes on.
Maybe we'll have to start.
Could replace it with a university challenge.
Well, that could be, unless I just start doing silly things, and but then that's a bit forced, isn't it?
They don't want to do that. No, I think if you have a proper thing, you'll be able to pull some questions out of the box. Yes, they don't even have to be recent.
No,
it could be like a uni thing or...
Yeah, true, actually.
And anything really.
I'm sure I could find some like nicking biscuits from the biscuit jar when I was a kid and then mum too, who's done this? Yeah. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Food again.
Yeah, I know, sorry.
Right, we'll wrap it up then.
Yeah, it's not free.
Yeah, so final feature as usual. What have you found this week for me that's free?
I've got actually, now, this, just to show you how effective this as a feature has been, I think this is the standout feature in this podcast.
Go on then.
A listener has actually sent in evidence. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And not only one, quite a few actually. So I'm going to stack these up.
On his hands, has he?
Well,
he must be. He's listening to this.
I imagine he must be working in the education profession.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this one might be a bit close to your heart.
Go on.
Someone
then.
called Amy Towers.
Yeah. Sister
to
myself. Yeah.
Right. It says here.
Right, first of all, she's. I don't know how Facebook works, so I'm not on it.
Yeah.
Is that like the equivalent of a retweet of, because she works at that travel agent?
No, well, she's posted it, so she would have.
But she hasn't written all that.
Well, it says under her name, it says text that I imagine she's written. So
that to me reads like that travel agent have written it and then she's shared it.
She could have altered it though.
Right, go on.
So,
it's a post that she has shared, so she hasn't written the post, but go on.
It says, such a good price, won't be around for long.
Okay.
Disneyland Paris, free flights for kids under 12, plus free meal plan.
Okay, how much is that?
It doesn't say.
I think if you go and see more there, it might do.
This is a picture, so we can't actually. Yeah, so this is all we've got. But
well, until I've seen the price.
Your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't know how much it is.
Okay, £1,000.
Well, it's not free then, is it? It's just included in that price.
But the kids aren't paying there. Free flights for kids under 12. So
it's not free. It's just X amount, and we've had this in the first one.
You don't get
where you had your 2 pizzas. It's like it's not one pizza for. It's one pizza for £20 or 2 for £20.
But like 11-year-old kids not paying anything.
They are. You paid for the flights and the meals.
Well, the parent might be, but the kid's not. I'm talking about the kids here.
No,
so they're free flights for kids under 12. That under 12, you're not charging that under 12 a slap on the credit card.
They're not giving out free flights. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I think so.
That. No.
I disagree. I think that might. I mean, I saw that and thought, what a deal that is. So I booked it.
So you're going out? Yeah.
4 flights.
We just found some kids under 12 to take the
they're
good free.
Don't they? Yes, for them it's nothing. I mean, free holiday for them effectively. So
no, you pay for X amount and you get the flights and the meal plan all bundled into one for the adults and the kids. Next.
So it's not free then?
No, it's not free.
Right, okay. There are some.
Is
more.
that it?
No.
You're storing them up.
I'm storing them up, but I've got a personal one. So there's another couple there from.
We'll save them for whenever then.
From Kevin. So thank you, Kevin, for that.
Thanks very much.
Spotted this one last night driving on the motorway. Free recovery. Wait by your vehicle on the M6.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Now, what are your thoughts on that? Big yellow signs, aren't they? Free recovery.
Yeah.
Wait by your vehicle.
I think that is free.
Is it?
Yeah.
What about the petrol that the recovery vehicle's using?
Well, yeah, but you're not paying for it, are you?
True.
The way I understand it is, wherever you break down, you sit there somehow.
Obviously, this is something I'm quite concerned about.
Well, yeah, you really should look into this. I think you sit because somebody brought it up at work the other day, and he was like, "How do they know where you are?" No.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But, however, let's say they find you. To me, the free recovery is they pick you up and take you to the nearest phone. Oh,
right, okay.
And then obviously you ring from there.
If only we had a car that would actually break down, potentially we could test this theory out.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem I've got with the Jeep is I don't think it's going to get as far as the motorway.
No. And technically...
You could tow it with the Disastra.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then, technically, illegally then. Because of
Why?
Well, it's not an MOT, isn't it? So it's not legal to be on the road.
Could you don't have to have an MOT to be towed though, surely?
Oh yeah, true actually.
So if you towed it there, then we just left it there with you in it, near one of the free recovery things.
That will work actually.
I think they take you to a phone. Then you have to ring, but then obviously if you ring the AA, that isn't free for them to pick you up.
No, because you pay. I completely agree with that.
Yeah, so it's a lift to the phone.
Yeah.
So I would say that is. I mean, free recovery makes it sound better than it is.
Yeah.
If I'm correct. In that they just take you to a phone.
Yeah.
I mean, free, I'll take you to the next phone, isn't going to fit on the little road
No, so I guess free recovery,
Yeah, but I think for them to pick you up and take you to the nearest phone, I think that is free.
That's free, so it is
That is free. Now, I've never said that nothing's free.
No.
Stuff is free.
Yeah.
A lot of things that are advertised as free are not free.
But
as I've been teaching you over the last however many weeks.
Good advertising.
I think that's free.
Good, excellent.
Yeah.
I've just thought something else that I can now just finish with.
What time we need to go to?
We've got 17 minutes. Fine. Well, we kick off.
Well, you've got about 27 minutes.
Yeah, I've got plenty of time.
Yeah. Sorry, listeners. I've tried to wrap it up and he's overruled me.
I think you'll enjoy this one, though.
Go on then.
So this is going to go back to the Confessions of Jonathan Motley.
Okay, part 2.
I think the year was about 2009, 2008.
So you would have been about 19 or
Correct,
20.
yeah.
So you finished uni?
At university.
Okay. So what's that? Second, third year?
Second or third year, I think,
Okay.
around that. And this is the time where myself and a few friends were in a band. We were gigging, and I was driving, if you remember, a Mark IV Fiesta.
Yeah, and what was the good thing about the boot on the Mark IV Fiesta?
A Mark V Fiesta boot on it.
Excellent.
As I reversed into a skip.
Yeah.
So driving down to London for this gig,
Yeah.
and you know the box junctions where it's got a big yellow square.
Yeah.
I do not enter this unless you can clearly.
You have to go in and out.
Yeah. So
they have cameras on them. Don't
oh yeah, they do. Yeah. So I drove into the box, not realising I couldn't get out. And
Can I just say, was the car full of equipment and three males?
2 males full of equipment.
Yeah.
July, hot, sweaty day, etc.
Lovely.
So drove into the box and then thought, oh guys, can't get out here.
Was this in London?
In London, but then didn't stop, just crawled at a pace to the point where I just got out of the box, or so I thought, and had a little picture.
Yeah, that's how they get you, isn't it?
Saying your car was in the box.
Yeah.
I think my rear tyres were just on the box. I was like, oh, they've got me.
If only you had the Mark IV boot. Could
Well,
have been a bit tighter,
absolutely.
a bit less overhang, you might have been okay.
It might have been okay. So got the thing through, you need to pay a fine, etc. whatnot.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, okay, fine.
Did you pay it?
Had to pay it because Anna realised that I'd got away massively with the fact that I'd been driving for 3 months without an MOT.
That's good, yeah.
They didn't pick up that though, did
fine.
they? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and just hopefully no one comes back on it.
So that is one of the first
good,
times I publicly confessed to illegally driving the Fiesta for a good 3 months.
I've done the same with my car for a good month with no MOT, just forgot it was due.
Yeah. So it's quite the thrill, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I didn't realise about a month after, then I was like, I'll just get it MOT'd then. But
nice.
yeah, I've done that as well.
Maybe we should try and finish on that every week. A jaunty anecdote rather than it's not free.
And I like finishing with it's not free.
True. But,
and there's always room for one of your anecdotes, mate.
We'll try.
Yeah.
Right, well, thanks for listening. And
well done for getting to the end again.
Yeah, see you in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, don't get captured.
Bye.